What is up, guys? So we're starting the video a little differently. I did a thing. I bought a new car. Well, new to me. It's a 2013 BMW X5 35D. It's diesel, compound turbo. It's got 170,000 miles on it. It's the new rig. Already got the oil in there. It's gonna be real easy to load parts, engines in the back here. It's really nice in there. Nicest vehicle I've ever had. But yeah, I'm super excited. Already got the mods for it. That's why I'm making today's video right now. In here I've got some stuff to make an intake, and today just had this delivered and my downpipe delivered. Got a catless downpipe with mid-pipe. There's definitely a couple oil leaks. I think this is probably from dripping down, but over there's one. So getting rid of this, I'll be able to see things easier. Looks like there should just be hose clamp right there. Pop this whole thing off and then all that comes out. All right, so we're making the intake now. Here's all the parts I got. K&N filter, it's like oval shaped. 290 couplers, some hose clamps, and a 3.5 to 3 coupler, and some aluminum tube, 3.5. I'm gonna crush it to make it oval shaped. Kind of skipped forward a little bit. I already made the intake. So what we got going on is a 3-inch to 3.5-inch coupler going to the MAF from the inlet tube, and then straight off the MAF we have a 90 going into a straight. And I just used a bench vise to squeeze it and make it oval. Going into another 90, going into a filter. And I can leave links to everything that I used and part numbers, but I just cut another piece, like a little sliver off of that, and I put it on the inside of this hose in the coupler so that it, whenever I clamp down on the filter, it doesn't just squeeze the coupler. But it's pretty solid. It works. I think the seal down there for the turbo inlet is bad because it kind of moves around a lot. Gonna have to refresh the engine, just replace a bunch of seals and all that for general maintenance. Gonna replace this fuel line. Looks pretty bad over there. Yeah, definitely saved a lot of space in the engine bay doing that intake. All of the delete stuff should be here soon, but what I'm doing now, and I'm going to explain to you what happened to the Fiesta. So what I think happened, the fuel pump failed. So the high pressure fuel pump failed. I don't know exactly why. I took off the spill valve. We think it's that. There's no metal or anything inside the fuel pump, but it just quit making pressure. We think it's the spill valve. I have an LT4 one on the way. Not sure if that's going to fix it. I put the OEM one on and it works. I might just cave and buy the Nostrum or the XDI pump. I just received the LT4 style spill valve. So I'm going to try... Here's the part number on that. I'm going to try to see if it fits on the LT1 high pressure fuel pump, because we're thinking this is what went bad. Here's the two side by side. This is the LT1 and this is the LT4. I accidentally mixed them up and had to smell. This one had ethanol on it, so they look pretty much identical. So that's the part number of the LT1, and that's the number of the LT4. I can't really tell how this failed, but we think it did because it's not holding any pressure. So I'm just gonna, I guess, put this one on and see what it does. I don't know if it'll really mess up the tune or not. So I swapped out the spill valve and it didn't work. The high pressure fuel pump is dead officially. Not sure what's wrong with it. Might take it apart, but there's a guy on Facebook Marketplace that said, I'll take $100 for one. So I'm gonna go get that because there might be some racing next weekend. So Stay tuned for that video. The Camry has seen sunlight for the first time in months. This car's outside. I'm gonna pressure wash the engine bay, get it as clean as I can, and then be ready to put it in. So I've removed like 30 years of road grime off this thing. I have some degreaser on it right now, and then I'm gonna do another pressure wash. But it's looking way, way better than what it was. Still a little grimy. I just wanted to get the majority out of here so I could put the engine in and then drive it to a car wash later. Just wanted to get the majority out of here. Putting the motor in. Got the transmission over here, and this is an S54 trans, and it never came in a Camry, so it doesn't have any of the mounting holes for the chassis. So I'm gonna have to fabricate something for that. Got the clutch, or I got the flywheel on. Got it torqued with some just random stuff. It's 4th of July weekend, by the way, so there's bangs going off. But here's the part number that I used for the flywheel bolts. Right here. That's the part number for that. For the clutch, here's the part number for that. Hopefully they work. I wouldn't see why not. Here's the mounting we're working with. So under here, there's supposed to be some bolt holes to mount a bracket to. Doesn't have them. So I think I'm gonna try to use this super heavy duty bracket right here as a mounting, because on the Fiesta, it has these same 3 holes, and that's how it's mounted. So if I can reuse this at all, that'd be great. It's the next day because it started pissing. The flywheel bolts, they were 70 foot-pounds, and the clutch pressure plate bolts are 25 foot-pounds. Now I think I'm ready to pull that out. And this engine does not have a bearing in there, so we are good. Got the motor in, but lucky me, that transmission is an S54 and it didn't come in the Camrys. It only came in silicas. So I'm gonna have to make some custom motor mounts for that. Other than that, we move. A lot of things going on. So see you guys in the next one. Sorry for how chaotic this video was. Over the weeks, I literally got back from the dyno and was just racing every single day. Just beating the crap out of that thing. Killed the pump. I'm gonna eventually just get the one I should get, the Nostrum. I'm just gonna eventually get it, but for now, just so I can get it running for next weekend, I'm gonna try to find some Facebook Marketplace deals. So yeah, see you guys in the next one.